Okay, we're on. Um, Hello, everyone who's not here just yet. Getting moving my chair. Um, my name is Seth. I'm a teacher at Milano Meravigli, and today I am here with. Why don't you introduce yourself for us?
Hi everyone, my name is Sean. I come from Ireland and I also work in Milano Meravigli.
Okay, cool. Um, let's see. Today was a long day. Today was a rough day. Today was a hard one. My partner and I this morning decided that we should order some games to play because we have a lot of time at home. And so we were looking online at
Mhm.
different board games and things. And, so
Oh,
it was
great.
nice talking about different kinds of games. And suddenly I just became enraged by how long it was taking. And I got very angry and I left the room and I slammed the door. And he followed me and he was like, "What's
Oh,
happening?" I was like, "It's just, it's, I've been in the house for a week. This has nothing to do with choosing board games. This has to do with me." So, yes.
the quarantine is not for you, no?
Uh, I think I'm gonna have to go out a little bit. Did you do anything today, Sean? You were home all
Well,
day.
I saw people walking the dog, things like that. So, I mean, you can go outside. It's just 1 meter away at all times.
That's right. Right. Okay.
I don't
So
mind staying inside.
no, I don't either, but it's just been it's long and I can't remember the last time I left the house. I think it was Saturday.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that is a while.
That's a long time. So, okay, let's start. So, our lesson today, we have this focus activity called dreams. And here are the object. I see we have five, it says, oh, 6 people. So, thank you. A lot of people. Please feel free to say hello to us, introduce yourself, um, participate in any way that you can. Um, there'll be some questions if you want to type some answers. If you're from our school, if you're from Milano Meravigli, especially, let us know because that's fun. Hi, Julia from Parma, and hi, Daniela. 2 people right away have answered. Um, Let us know where you're from, regardless. It's nice to know that people are out there. It helps. So, okay, back to this. So, here are our hello, Amina. Our goals. So, talking about sleep. It's a really nice activity, especially um, because you guys can't be talking too much, unfortunately, with us. It's a nice lesson, especially for listening, storytelling, talking about our dreams, with a bit of
Hi.
common things we talk about, expressions a bit more specific about our dreams. So, a lot of people. Thank you. Cool. Hi, you guys. So, shall we get started, Sean? Are you ready?
My connection is a bit like this. We'll see how it goes, but we'll try. Okay?
Okay, no problem. Good, good. All right, here we go. So, first, just some questions. Um, I'll ask you, Sean, because our connection is a little weird. If you want, feel free to end your answer with a question for me so that I know that you're done. So, first, I'll ask you your first
Okay.
question. Are you a good sleeper or a bad sleeper?
Okay. In general, I'm a very good sleeper. I sleep for a long time, more than most people. I like to sleep between 8 and 12 hours normally. If I get less, I'm not happy. I'm also a very heavy sleeper. Noise does not wake me up, generally speaking.
Mhm.
Alarm clocks, construction, anything, nothing. Do wake up, I can
Okay.
go to sleep. So yeah, I'm a very good sleeper. Are you a good sleeper or a bad sleeper, Seth?
Um, that's kind of interesting. I put heavy sleeper as kind of an interesting thing. So a heavy sleeper or a light sleeper, that has to do with how easily we wake up. So, in general, I am a good sleeper. I am similar to you in that usually I like to have about 8, definitely 8, and maybe not 12 though. That's a lot, Sean. 8 to 12 hours. That's a lot to me. um, but no,
Mm.
8 for me. Um, and I also, I would say I'm not a really heavy sleeper, but um, I sleep well though. I mean, when I do fall asleep, I sleep well. Um, Sometimes if I have the next day, I'm kind of an anxious sleeper. So if the next day I have a busy day, um, in my brain, if I'm thinking, I can sleep very, very badly, and I have like repetitive dreams where all night long I'm
Oh.
doing the same thing, and I hate it. And um, oftentimes, actually, because we're teachers, if I have a busy day, not even a day that because work, because our job at my English school, our job is not difficult, it's not stressful, but if I have stressful things just in life that are happening, my dreams will become teaching dreams, where usually for the
Mm.
entire evening I am teaching my students how to use the present perfect all night. Present perfect all night.
Really?
Yes, and
All
then I wake.
night?
Yes, and then I wake up and I'm unhappy because all night long I'm teaching. We have a few people sharing
Okay,
some stuff with
okay.
us, some nice things. I'll put them over here. Marco, who says, "I'm a bad sleeper." Ooh, sorry, Marco. I love to do a lot of things during the day, and but Marco, a bad sleeper means, especially like a bad sleeper means that you wake up a lot while you are sleeping. Um, so, like if we say, "Are you a good sleeper?" It would mean that once you fall asleep, you sleep all night. You don't wake up. Um, we would what's a better way, Sean, to say someone who sleeps just a little bit? Do we have a way to say that?
Light sleeper?
But a
No,
light,
maybe it's waking up as well.
yeah. Um, I think we would just say someone who doesn't sleep a lot. I don't need a lot of sleep. Maybe we'd say like that.
Yeah.
So maybe Marco is
We talk
better.
about needing sleep, yeah.
Right, right. So Marco, probably it might be better if you say you don't need a lot of sleep, because I need a bit. Sean needs a lot.
Hmm. A
So
lot.
we have a few other people too, Savvy, saying, "Let me share these other things." Julia says, "I'm a good sleeper and I hate it when people wake me up." Yes, I agree. Me too. Um, Christina tells us, "In this period, I sleep a lot and sometimes I sleep badly." Sleep bad or sleep badly. Sleep badly is better English, but when we're speaking, we probably, an American anyway, is probably going to say I sleep bad. uh, Julia says on average, she speaks about 8 hours a night. Thank you guys for sharing these things with us. It's nice. Um, why don't we go on? Oh, you already answered this next question too, didn't you? Sean, you said that you sleep around 8 to 12 hours.
Mm.
Last night, how about number 3? Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, I slept very well. It was a normal night of sleep for me.
Me too. Me too. How about the last one? If we move on into dreams, when you
Good.
wake up, do you remember your dreams? Question 4.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you repeat that?
Oh, yeah. I asked you the last question. Do you usually remember your
Okay.
dreams?
No. I remember for maybe a few minutes and then I forget. If I have an interesting dream, I like to write it down so I can remember because otherwise, no.
Ah, so do you have like a little book by your bed?
Yeah, it's not. I just find a piece of paper on my phone. I take a note.
Okay, nice. Julia also has told us that she remembers her dreams. Uh, I do too. Oh, here's a question. Thank you for your question, Daniela. Daniela asks, "What's the meaning of on average?" So that's in one of our questions, right? How many? Question number 2. How long do you usually sleep for on average? Um, on average means, like in general, in this case, the average is it's a mathematical sort of term. So if you have 3 things and 4 things and 5 things and 6 things, the average would be in the middle. So, like for me, on average, I sleep 8 hours a night. Maybe sometimes it's 7, maybe sometimes it's 9, maybe sometimes it's 10, but usually it's about 8. So, and Julia has also shared with us in Italian. I'm supposed to say no Italian, Julia, no Italian. So it's okay. Thank you. Cool. Okay, let's keep going. Shall we keep going? Mm-hmm. We're going to keep going. A bit of specific vocabulary related to
My
dreams.
connection at the moment, I think I'll leave and come back in.
Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. See you in a bit. Um, so I'm on my own, you guys. I'm on my own. So here we have this vocabulary. So these are specific types of dreams we have. I'll read them for you guys. Daydream, nightmare, lucid dream, or recurring dream, or premonition. So talk about these are kind of interesting. So first, if you think we have a lot of people watching, so if you know what Julia, that's technology. Uh, see if this helps. I'll hold this closer. Maybe I will slow down as well. Uh, if you know the meaning of these words, you can type them for us. So first, daydream. I don't know what to do about that. Uh, hold on one moment. I am looking at different technology. Please let me know if it changes. Otherwise, I think many teachers today have been having trouble. Hopefully, okay. We'll see. Okay, so I will go back to this. Hopefully, Federica Famoso. I recognize this name too. I think some of you are from my school. Thank you. Good. Okay. So the daydream. Hello, Sean. Welcome back. A daydream is a dream.
Hi.
It's not actually a dream. The daydream is when you are in a meeting on the bus and your thoughts just kind of go to something else. So daydreaming is just when we are thinking about other things in just a very general way. I daydream a lot, maybe too much. The next, a nightmare. A nightmare is one of those very bad dreams, a scary dream, a dream that often wakes us up because we are afraid. Sean, do you ever have nightmares? Oh, what a beautiful delay. Long delay. I don't think you could hear me. I see the text, I see the phone. So, nightmares. If you guys have any nightmares, who has nightmares? Let me know. Okay, we're having a bit of trouble. Sorry, guys. The next one, lucid.
I think I have to leave. I'm sorry.
I think
You
that's
can do
okay.
it on your own. I'm more than confident in yourself. Okay?
I'm confident in
Sorry,
myself too.
everyone. Bye.
Bye, Sean. Um, Looks like it's just us, you guys. A lucid dream. Um, these are interesting dreams. I have lucid dreams. A lucid dream is when you are sleeping, but inside the dream, you recognize that you are in the dream and you can control the dream while you are asleep. I have lucid dreams quite often, actually. I don't know if that means something. I'm a daydreamer too, Julia. A big daydreamer. Sometimes on the bus, I daydream so much that I miss my bus stop because I'm just thinking. uh, the next one, the recurring dream. So, this is a dream that maybe you have um, on different nights. So, a dream that happens many times, the same dream happening many times. I have a recurring dream. I'm very curious because I think that dreams have a lot to do with psychology and what what we're thinking about. And I have this dream, but sometimes there's many months in between the dreams, and I have a dream that I'm in a city, and it's it's the city of Lyon in France. When I was younger, I lived in Lyon. Um, in my dream, the city is very different from what Lyon really is. But in this recurring dream, I'm trying to go places. Like I know the city, but I can't get to my destination. And often the way my dream is, I can see where I want to go. I can see the buildings, but I can't get there. And so my dream, I have this dream often where I'm trying to get to places in the city, but I can't get there. And I'll take the metro, or I'll take a car, or I'll take a bus. And when I get off of the bus or whatever, I'm not at the place I want to be. I have this dream often. I wonder why. I also have a dream about a particular friend from elementary school. So when a girl, her name is Leah, who I was friends with a long time ago, and I have a dream with her often. But I think that dream maybe is more about when I'm missing, because she was my good friend and I have not seen her in a long time. And I think, I live in Italy, but all of my friends and family are in the United States. And so I think often I have this dream about Leah when I am missing my family, or what missing family or friends or the United States. I dream about Leah. I think somehow she's connected to my emotions. Francesca shared something with us. She says, I have a recurring dream. Yeah, it is weird. Because I feel somehow it's connected with with our lives, with what's going on. Also, Julia says, last night I had the same dream that I have had years ago. It was very strange. Yeah. It's interesting because I wonder why. Why do we have these dreams? We have one more word here. So a premonition. Elisa, I'm going to share your comment in just a moment. So a premonition, I think that premonition is similar to Italian. A premonition is like in the dream, maybe you're seeing something that's going to happen in the future. So maybe you wake up and then you recognize that your brain, your dream is trying to tell you something about the future. So it's kind of predicting the future for you. So these are specific words that we have to talk about different types of dreams. And like we said, the first one, a daydream, is not actually a dream. It's just thinking. The next thing, some of you guys shared this with me, so thank you for that. Some of you have had recurring dreams, interesting things. Next we go. So what do you usually dream about? Probably you guys know about Freud, who is he's a psychoanalyst, right? And he was very interested in, a psychotherapist, very interested in dreams, what they tell us about ourselves. I recently read a book by Carl Jung, who also talks a lot about dreams. I find dreams to be interesting. And there are often specific topics that we dream about a lot. And I'm going to share now. Elisa shared this one. So Elisa says, I have a recurring dream. I try to call someone, but no sounds come out of my mouth. I think that's probably a pretty common dream. Where we try to talk, but we can't, or we try to scream and we can't. In a moment, we'll talk about maybe what these things do for us. So why are you having that dream, Elisa? Can you guys think for a moment? This is a good moment if you want to type a little bit. What do you think are the common things that people dream about? So what are common topics in dreams? Daniela tells us that she right now you're not remembering your dreams. I'm like that sometimes too. In general, I do remember my dreams. Let's look. Francesca's written for us. Some years ago, I had a strange recurring dream. I dreamt that I was in a real video game, singular, real video game, and I had to fight against some people to save my family and myself. Wow. And you had this dream many times. I wonder, it maybe during that period when you were dreaming this, maybe you felt like you were in a difficult situation or something. Maybe you felt like you had to be fighting. Yeah. You don't have to give me all the details, Francesca, but during the time when you had this dream, was it a difficult point in your life? Maybe you were I don't know, finishing university and felt maybe university was the video game and you were fighting to pass your exams or something like this. So let's think, what are these common things? In the picture, they have this person who seems to be flying or maybe falling. I dream about flying quite often, but in my dreams, I'm trying to jump and to fly, but I can't fly. I jump into the air, and like I'm very heavy, and I'm trying to fly, but I'm kind of falling and flying and things like this. Julia's written, if during the day I think about a person or a situation, in the night I dream that person in that situation, even if they're not connected. Yeah, me too. I've been watching a lot of this TV show because we're all at home all the time. I've been watching lots of TV, and I've been watching a TV show called How to Get Away with Murder. It's a nice show. And so it's like a courtroom, like sort of police thing. And sometimes I watch all day. I watch many, many hours. And in the evening, I have these dreams with the characters from that TV show. Nice. Francesca has the dream about saving her family. And I'm glad you saved them. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah. Federica says that common dreams are about high school exams. I think, yeah, often things that make us nervous. And even maybe as we become adults, we still sort of, when we dream, we go back to high school because it's like the early anxiety from our lives. Let's look at these topics that they share with us. Falling, flying, being naked, exams. So you guys are all talking about exams. Snakes or scary things. Teeth or chasing or being chased. If you guys have any questions about these words, please ask if you need any clarification about any of the words. I told you already, I have dreams about flying. I'm kind of flying and falling at the same time. I have read before. Oh, I'm going to share these things. Sorry. Daniela says the most common things are dreaming about everyday life. It's pretty normal. Yeah. We dream about the things that we're doing often. And Julia says, do you know that feeling when you try to sleep, but you suddenly seem like you're falling? So yeah, you kind of, you wake up very quickly. It's a weird feeling. I was saying though, with being naked, I've read that being naked in a dream often means that maybe something in your life you feel exposed, like people are watching you. And even to the point where if in a dream, I've had a dream before. One time when I was at university, I was, I had a group of friends, and I recognized that I didn't really like these people very much. They weren't good people for me. and I was trying to leave leave the group of friends. I didn't want them to be my friends anymore. And so when I was with these people, I was often I was worried that they would understand that I didn't want to be with them. And so sometimes I would have a dream that I would be in my dream, I was with them and we were just hanging out. We were together, but I was naked. And I felt, I was, oh my gosh, I'm trying to cover myself because I was naked, but they didn't see that I was naked because I knew that I wanted to leave them, but they didn't know that. So even if you have a dream where you're naked, but people around you seem normal, I think the idea is that you are hiding, you feel exposed, but the other people don't know. So it's kind of interesting. You guys have written a little bit. I'm going to share what you've been saying. Daniela says, true, Federica, high school exams are still a nightmare. Yes, they are. They are a nightmare, even after many years. Francesca has said that right now, teeth. You're dreaming about teeth. This is a common thing, Francesca. My recurring dream is to lose all of my teeth. My dreams are so strange. I don't remember what this means, but in a moment we will talk about that. Tiziana has said, dreams are wishes. Yeah. Sometimes the things that we want, we dream in a way about the things that we want. Exactly. And Francesca says, so one of my wishes is to lose all of my teeth. But we need to, I will become your psychoanalyst. I'm not a psychologist. But what can it mean if we in a dream, if we are losing our teeth, or if these other things are happening to us? Usually there's sort of like a symbolic meaning if we think about our lives. Hey, you guys, thank you. So do you ever dream about these? You've all been sharing. Thank you for sharing. It makes this much more interesting for me when people are talking back. Thank you. Okay, so how do we interpret each of these dreams? So like we've already talked about exams. Danielle, I think, right, was talking about exams. So probably if you're in a moment of your life where you're very nervous about a presentation you have, or maybe an interview, something that causes anxiety, maybe you'll have a dream about exams because it takes you back to that place of anxiety. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Christina says, I usually dream about my school and exams. Sometimes I realize that I saw that episode before in my dream. Yeah, it's true that sometimes when we're dreaming, we recognize, even while we sleep, that we've already been in that place. If we look at more of these down below, so they say falling means a loss of control or insecurity about your life. So if you have dreams that you're falling, because if you're falling, you would have no control, right? What do you think these other topics might mean? If you're flying, maybe if you're flying, well, like I told you, I have dreams where I'm trying to fly, but I keep falling. Not falling, but just I'm very heavy. I can't get myself to fly easily. And I think, for me, the idea of flying is the idea of being free. So maybe if I'm flying, but I keep feeling like I'm going to fall, maybe that just talks about my life, that I'm trying to be free. I want to feel very free, but I have trouble. Being naked, I talked about that. Exams, dreaming about things that are scary to you, snakes or spiders. I hate spiders. But luckily, I don't dream about spiders. Thank goodness. Being chased, I would think that being chased probably means something about maybe like if you have a deadline and people are asking you, hey, are you getting that done? Hey, how's your work? Are you almost done? I would think that chasing, if you dream about being chased, that probably it connects with the idea of feeling the pressure of people asking you, do this. Are you doing okay? Are you getting your work done? If this is interesting to you, I think this is interesting. They have here a website, dreammoods.com, where it's actually like, unfortunately, I don't think, maybe I can. Let me see if I can share this. I think I can. Hold on, you guys. Let me try this out. Let me try to do this. I think I can. Yes, I can. Cool. I think also if I go like this website, Dream Moods, it's like a dictionary for your dreams. If you want to at home or something, you could probably also check this out. Let's put one in. Someone wrote something. Let's see what they wrote. Francesca says, I know that experts on dreams said that when you dream about the loss of your teeth, it we have to work on that word. It predicts a family death, or it's connected to money. Let me just correct a few things here. So there are two ways you could say this. Let me write both. So when you dream about losing your teeth, we can use that. So to dream about doing with the gerund, or when you dream about the loss of your teeth. Let me share that so you guys can see that, right? So if we use about losing or dream about, remember that usually the preposition about in most structures, if we use about, we are going to follow that with the gerund, right? So things like, I think about doing this. I talk about calling my mother, stuff like that. I want to go back to this too, because you have this beautiful, very Italian, you tried, pre-announce. No, pre-announce doesn't work. We have the word to predict. To predict. So things like to predict the future. To predict the future. There we go. Yeah, so dreaming about losing your teeth predicts a death in the family, or can be connected to money. That's right, money. I remember hearing this. Let's go to this website. Let's try teeth. I'm gonna search for teeth. We had to temporarily just hit while we make an update. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? You can still browse the Dream Dictionary. Oh, letter by letter. Okay. T. Let me find T. Teeth will be here on page 2. So here you can see all of these different things that you might dream about and what they mean. Oops, teeth is going to be on page 1. Sorry. Let's see here. I scroll down and let's find teeth. Teeth. There it is. Ugh, teeth has a lot of stuff. To dream that you have rotting. Let me try and make this bigger too, you guys. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. I think you can probably see this better. To dream that you have rotting or decaying teeth, so teeth that are turning black, teeth that are unhealthy, implies that you have said something that you shouldn't have said. Ooh. To dream that your teeth, grammatical error. To dream that your teeth are sparkling and gleaming signifies happiness and fulfilled wishes. So your life is good. Dreaming of brushing your teeth suggests you feel defensive. Oh, goodness, we don't need to go through all of these. There's lots of things. To dream your teeth are coming out, all kinds of things. You can come check this out sometimes. It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting website. I'm going to leave it open because maybe we will come back to this. Let's see. Christina says, usually I don't interpret my dreams with something. I think my dreams are influenced by my style of life, by my worries, and by my mind. I would agree. I think, for me, I think that it can be useful just to think about your dreams because of I think that they can just show you what you're thinking about in your subconscious, because sometimes I have a dream that I don't realize maybe there's something happening in my life that when I'm awake, I'm not paying attention to, but actually my brain is thinking about it. And sometimes when we sleep, we can realize that, yeah, we're thinking about something else, maybe even thinking about it a lot. And and while we're awake, maybe it's affecting our life. So it can be good to try and face those things. So if you guys want to, it's a nice way for you to read and practice some English. The website's kind of fun too. You can check that out more. Dreammoods.com. I think there was even an app you can put on your phone. So if you're interested in dreams, you can read that. We're going to keep going. So this is kind of the nice part. This would be in a real focus at the school. This is a really nice lesson. It's full of talking. But this part's about telling stories, so sharing your dreams. So I'll read for us. So describe a dream or a nightmare you have had. Use the past continuous to set the scene and the past simple to say what happened. So a little bit of grammar here for us. So past continuous. This is another time if you guys want to type something. How do we form the past continuous? What do we need to do to create the past continuous? I'll let you guys think about that. Or if you want to write an example of past continuous, I'm going to share it with us too. So we need a subject plus past of to be, and then we need our gerund, and then I'll give you guys an example. So something like, in my dream, I was flying, right? Here we go. I'll share this over here. Okay. So for a past continuous, it's giving us the context, right? So when we tell a story, often we are going to begin our story with several past continuous sentences to help us give the context of the story. I remember a dream I had recently. I dreamt that I was uh, so I was taken to a house, to an apartment, and it was dark. It was nighttime, and um, and it was I knew the apartment, so I had been in the apartment before, and the apartment was a long hallway, a very long hallway, with many rooms on with doors that opened into this hallway, and in each room there was a bed, and um, this a fairy put me into the bed. Actually, if you guys know the movie The Wizard of Oz, which is what in Italian The Wizard of Oz is Il Mago di Oz. There's a fairy named Glinda. She's the good fairy. So this fairy Glinda lived in this house, and she put me in bed, and she was very nice, and she said, "You have to stay here. You have to sleep," and she left. And one room in the hallway, the door was locked. And so I was in the bed, and she went in that room. So I knew she was in that room, and I could hear her talking to people. And then in my dream, the whole dream was the whole situation of this dream was me leaving the bed to go and try to go in that door, but then I would hear that she was coming out of the room, and I would run back into the bedroom and go back to sleep. The whole dream. And she would look in, and she would say, "Seth, are you sleeping?" And I'd say, "Yes, yes, yes, I'm here, I'm here." And she would go back into that room, and I would sneak to try and listen, because the door was locked, all night long, all night. And I still think about this dream. What is this dream? And why was Glinda there? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to make this go away. You guys, we have just 2 minutes left. So what we can do is think back to there was some vocabulary from a while ago, these different types of dreams that we have. So do you want to think about that? So what is it called when we have a dream? It's not a dream, we're awake, so maybe we're just on the bus. We're just on the bus thinking, and we lose the time. We lose track of time because we're just thinking. And this is called a daydream. Daydream. It's also a verb, to daydream. A very bad dream. When we have a very, very bad dream, a scary dream that wakes us up, this is called a nightmare, right? If you have a dream that repeats, thank you, Daniela, yes. If you have a dream that repeats, you can say a repeating dream, that's fine, but we often use the word goodness, I feel like I'm spelling this word wrong. I have to go check it. I have bad spelling, I will admit it. There it is. Don't look, don't look. There it is. The recurring dream, so a dream that repeats. If we have a dream where in the dream we feel like we know that we are in the dream, and we can control the dream. We call this a lucid dream. A lucid dream. I think there was one more, you guys, and I can't remember what it is. Let me go back. What was the last one? Oh, the premonition. A premonition. So a dream that somehow is sort of telling us about maybe the future or something. So, okay, you guys, we have to finish up. Thank you for listening. There are a lot of you guys here, so thank you very much for coming. It was very nice to to talk and see 17 people. It's great. And a lot of practice, a lot of writing. So I'm really happy that you guys could come. So I will see you another time. We will continue making these videos as long as we have to. And I look forward to getting back into the classroom with all of you when we can have our real lessons, our real focuses. Be healthy, be happy, have good dreams tonight. Sweet dreams. See you guys later. Bye-bye.